Yo, welcome to the Nerdy Soul, where we do shoes and board game reviews. My name is Chris, the Geek in Sneaks, and today we're going to be doing a 5 in 5 series video about Parks, Roll, and Hike. This game is brought to us by Keymaster Games, and it is designed by Henry Audubon and Cameron Art with the solo mode. And I'm excited to tell y'all a little bit about this and give you 5 things that I love about this game in 5 minutes. Let's dive in. So the first thing I love about Parks, Roll, and Hike is that there's a lot of game in this little space. And that means that there is a lot of replayability in here. And so every park that you choose from has different scoring elements to it. You know, depending upon which one you're playing, it's gonna give you different ways to score at the end of the game, depending upon the wild. So these arrowheads that are in the game let you score according to that park. So, and they all have different in-game scoring objectives for you to accomplish, and that's going to give you bonus points. Not only that, but every stop is going to be changed every time you shuffle up those icon markers. The dice obviously add a lot of variability and randomness. The setup, if you're playing a solo mode, it's very different than if you're playing multiplayer. So the way you spend suns is very different. It just adds a lot of gameplay in this small box. And I really enjoyed that they took the intentionality to make sure no matter if you're playing solo or with people, you're going to get a lot of variability. The second thing that I love about Parks, Roll, and Hike are the combos that you're going to experience while playing this game. So as you're playing, you're going to be sort of accomplishing different tasks. So once you fill up one of your notebooks, you're going to get a bonus for the finishing all 3 scribbles and having a sketch in that notebook, which is going to give you a bonus of your choice, whether that might be a new binocular or another sun, etc. You are going to gain suns from the dice that you collect across the game, which is going to thus allow you to do more. As you're building up water, that's going to give you points every time, every round that ends. At the end of your hike for every 3 rounds, depending upon the engine that you built from the top left area of your notebook, you're going to be able to, do more actions or get additional suns for the next round. So you're definitely ramping up in this game. It's got a great arc. There's just a lot of really great combos that you're going to experience in this game, depending upon the park you play, the dice you draft, the player count. It's a lot of really great variability for such a small roll and write. The next thing I love about this game is its connection to the hit game Parks. Now, they also have a game called Trails that sort of bleeds into the mechanics of Parks, but this definitely ties back in as a direct correlation because of the namesake. It feels like a good way for you to be able to experience Parks in a micro level, and Parks has got a lot of setup to it. There's a lot of cards, there's 3 different expansions. That game plays better with, in my opinion, the night expansion and etc. So if you want to get sort of a taste of that, but you don't want to have to carry around a huge box with all the expansions, you can play this and it's great. And you've got just a nice tie-in, but it also isn't the exact same art. So you've got a very new art style, something that's unique to this roll and hike. And it definitely lets you feel like you're living in that world without actually being in it. And I think that's a good way to introduce some new gamers into the world as well. And people that might not be into board games can play this. The fourth thing that I love about Parks, Roll, and Hike are the decisions that you're going to make. So every scribble matters in this game. It's got a little bit of a learning curve, but once you learn it, you're good to go. But honestly, if you choose the wrong thing, it could really kind of derail you for a couple turns. So you really want to make sure to invest in things that you're going to do. So instead of choosing to engine build, you might choose the tree dice and sketch in your notebook. And then you kind of have to make sure you plan the turn sequence, because if you're playing multiple players and someone takes the lead die, the orange die, then you're going to re-roll your dice possibly, and it could be totally different dice to select from. So every scribble you make matters. Every scribble in your notebook is an additional point at the end of the game. Every water is going to build up over time, so you can't neglect that. You got to stay hydrated. You got to engine build. There's a lot of decisions going on in this game, and they all matter, but they all feel very meaningful. And the final thing in this list is the production. And the final thing in this list is the production of this game. Keymaster does not miss when it comes to production of their games, whether it be big or small, tiny, medium, whatever. They always hit it out of the park, and this is no exception. So everything from the art to the amount of content that you get that variability, you get great pencils. You get an eraser that's like branded, which I think is just phenomenal. There's just really great things in this. The dice are nice and chunky. The icons are easy to read. Everything's linen. Even the token markers are like really good. One thing that I really love about this, I picked this up at Gen Con, and they had a misprint on their lead boot icon where it had a little white. They gave me a whole new lead icon boot token because they wanted to make it perfect. The production on this is next to none. It's great. For even a small box, you're going to get a fantastic production out of this game. The rule book is fantastic. Videos are fantastic. It's 5 out of 5. And that is a 5 in 5. 5 things that I love about Parks Roll and Hike in 5 minutes. Let me know how you like Parks Roll and Hike if you've had a chance to play it. If you have only wanted to play it but don't really know much about it. If you'd like to see a full playthrough of this video, let me know in the comments. Can definitely do that. It's starting to get nice fall weather out here, so I can do more patio gaming, but the days are going to get shorter with daylight savings time coming around the corner. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all being here. Like and subscribe if you like this. Let me know other games you might want to see in this 5 in 5 series. I'll be doing this more often, doing this short form video. Anyway, make sure to hit up Keymaster and grab your copy if this is interesting to you, and let them know that the Nerdy Soul sent you. And remember, stay nerdy, keep that soul dirty.